Digital is a very vexing topic for a lot of executives. It's very vexing because it now means so many things to so many different people that it sort of became meaningless. And so you've got companies trying to become digital or start a digital transformation with no consensus whatsoever on what that means. To me, it's about technology, but it's also about the way people interact with technology. Airbnb, of course, has underpinning technology, which is very impressive, but it's also about trust. There is no Airbnb if I'm not willing to have a stranger sleep on my sofa. And so as a result, I think digital is equal measures innovation and disruption, and it requires that executives think about offense and defense. So when we do this kind of work with our clients, we work along 4 pillars. The first one is digital strategy. What's that about? It's basically about helping clients get started, even though they're not sure what the end game looks like. And frankly, I'm not even sure there is an end game. Possibly there is constant motion. So how do you do that? You've got to approach this today forward and future back. Future back is about imagining the future 5, 10, 20 years out and working back to today to start making progress in the general direction of that future, despite the fact you're not exactly sure where it lands. So if you had done the exercise in automotive 10 years ago, you would have had 2 words on the page, autonomous and electric. And yet a lot of executives are playing catch up today. The second pillar is about the business model. And that's about the product, it's about the customer experience, it's about the economic model, and of course, it's about operations. And so there, the key question really is, what is the raw need and how can a company rediscover the raw need? So is the raw need a car or is the raw need mobility? In the case of Domino's Pizza, is the raw need a pizza or is it speed? Their CEO famously redefined the need as ordering a pizza when waiting at a stoplight. And as a result, they became a technology company and a very successful one at that. And so we help our clients rediscover the raw need, freeing themselves from today's product, today's customer experience, today's economic model, to really unleash innovation. The third pillar is about enablers. And that is technology and data, of course, but it's also people and culture and operating model. And specifically getting to a very clear vision so that you can determine the best way to inject technology and digital into all the layers of the organization. And then finally, it's about orchestration. Orchestration is about the right way to move from an experiment to a transformation. And a lot of companies have had very successful experiments. But typically what happens is that they have their best people working on it. They've got unlimited funding. They don't announce to the market that they're doing this, so they kind of have freedom to succeed or fail. And they can use any technology or software that they wish. When you try to scale to the whole enterprise, it's a lot harder because now you got to use everybody. Now you got to use your own systems. Now, at some point, you got to tell the market you're doing it, and now you're being judged on how much progress you're making. And so we're helping companies identify the right units of transformation as well as the right vectors of replicability so that they can permeate the entire organization to really make it happen. So look, this is complicated, okay? Transformation is complicated. We typically say to our clients, 1 in 10 transformations succeed. When it comes to digital, the number is much lower, actually. We at Bain are in the midst of our own transformation. We've made a ton of progress. It's given us a lot of empathy for all the executives out there that are going through this journey because it's hard. The good news, though, is that if you start early, if you deploy the right approach, you can make a ton of progress really fast.